Call this meeting to order. Please stand. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heine.
Here.
Leach.
Here.
Thompson.
Here.
Young.
Here.
Zimmerman.
Here.
Lambert. Here.
First order of business is recognition of the Students of the Month.
Brian DeSoto. Mrs. Hyatt, well, Brian is very interested in learning. He is always bringing something new, interesting fact to share at school. Brian is a good class member, he is kind to classmates, and he's very conscientious of others' feelings. Brian is becoming a good leader in our classroom. Congratulations, Brian. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. There's a gift card there so that you can go to Barnes & Noble and buy a book. How's that? Okay, good. Thank you very much for working hard, okay? Appreciate that, Brian. Well, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Wow, you are such a
Courtney Ellis. Courtney Ellis is a fantastic student. She is responsible, helpful, witty, and kind. She is an excellent reader and is reading well above grade level. She currently has read over 1 million words. Courtney is also a creative writer. She makes the most of her time and is always putting forth extra effort. Courtney is a kind student every teacher loves to have in their classroom, and we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Pictures. May I get your face in the picture too? Thank you. Very good.
Nice job, Courtney.
Nicole Hacker. Karen Shelton wrote, Nicole is a very hard worker in my classroom. She always puts forth her best in her written work as well as in class discussions. She is well prepared for tests and scores well. She is organized with the schoolwork, which shows Nicole is responsible. Nicole is willing to help her classmates when they need extra help. She shows much patience, especially with autism students. They seem to respond to her quite well. Nicole is a great helper at lunchroom by volunteering to wipe tables after lunch. Nicole is a joy to have in class, and I feel very fortunate to be your teacher. And Udo. Oh, yeah, we get a picture there. Yes, sir. Deirdre Cook wrote, Udo is a good student that always works hard and is willing to help others. He is very friendly to teachers and fellow students in the hall. Every day, Udo seems to have a smile on his face and enjoy being at school. Charlene Cliff wrote, Udo is a very friendly and cooperative student who displays a positive attitude toward his peers, teachers, and academics. It's a pleasure to have Udo as a student in my class. And Carrie Trimmer wrote, Udo works hard at his artwork. When I ask him to help out, he's always willing. Udo always has a smile and is always walking in the hall. Thank you very much, Udo. There we go. Thank you.
Next, we'll open the floor for public comments and questions. Huh? Oh, sorry, you're right. Sorry, I missed something. Anybody here that came with small children, if you would like to leave, that is fine. If you'd like to stay, you're more than welcome. So that would be the time to do stuff you're going to. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it.
Thank you for coming out. We know you guys work hard. We thank the parents because we know you put a lot into it. So thank you very much. Congratulations.
Well, I've got a couple for you. Whatever you want, buddy.
Okay, now we'll open up the floor for public comments and questions. I have one Missy from Winthrop. That's you.
Can I sit or do you need to stand? Ever since I was a little girl, I knew that when I grew up, I would have children of my own. Being a mother has brought me more joy than I could ever have imagined. Part of being a parent is wanting my children to grow up to be happy, healthy, well-rounded, and successful adults. That all starts with acquiring a quality education. I fully believe public schools can supply a great start to a great future, but I see school districts across the nation struggling financially and academically. I continue to seek a position on this school board because I want this school district to succeed on all levels, not only for the benefit of my children, but for all the children of Winthrop Harbor and for all the members of our community that support the Winthrop Harbor School District. I see on your agenda that you will be going into closed session following this open session, and I assume you will be discussing the filling of the vacant seat on the board. I ask that you discuss giving me the opportunity to come in for an interview. I may not have school board experience, but I have many other invaluable life experiences that will add a new and positive dimension to the present board. I also have the time available and am ready to dedicate myself to the duties of a school board member. I have the abilities to do an upstanding job as a member of the school board, and I have the mindset to make a positive impact on Illinois' school district number 1. Thank you for your time and consideration, and I hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you. Is there anybody else? Okay, we're going to close the floor for public comments and questions. We will reopen it again after the reading of the tax levy. So that is the next item on the agenda is the tax levy hearing. First one is a resolution to levy certain special taxes for special education district IMRF purposes. Whereas the Board of Education is authorized by section 7-171 of the Pension Code to levy a proper resolution, an annual tax for Illinois municipal retirement purposes, and whereas the Board of Education is authorized by Public Act 90-511 to levy by proper resolution an annual tax for Illinois municipal retirement purposes for its contribution to the Special Education District of Lake County, CEDAW, and now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Education, Winthrop Harbor School District Number 1, Lake County, State of Illinois as follows. Section 1. For the ensuing year, the County Clerk of Lake County hereby is authorized and directed to extend the following special taxes on behalf of the school district. The sum of $6,085 to be levied as a special tax for its contribution to Special Education District of Lake County for its employees for Illinois municipal retirement purposes. Section 2, the resolution shall be in full force and effect upon its adoption. The other half is the resolution to adopt tax levy for 2011. The Board of Education District Number 1, County of Lake, State of Illinois has ascertained and determined, and we hereby certify that we require the sum of $4,200,000 to be levied as a special tax for educational purposes, and the sum of $450,000 to be levied as a special tax for operation and maintenance purposes, and the sum of $150,000 to be levied as a special tax for transportation purposes, and the sum of $3,000 to be levied as a special tax for municipal retirement purposes, and the sum of $3,000 to be levied as a special tax for Social Security purposes, and the sum of $6,085 to be levied as a special tax for CEDAW municipal retirement purposes on the taxable property of our school district for the year 2011. Therefore, be it resolved that such amounts shall be certified and returned to the County Clerk of Lake County on or before the last Tuesday in December 2011, that the President and the Secretary of the Board certify the tax levy in the form and manner as prescribed by statute. Are there any questions or comments?
Just a comment on this. There's confusion about this, saying that the levy causes our taxes to increase. It does not. The school board has to request it to get it. It's the money that they've already collected from us. The only people that it will affect is the new construction, who obviously haven't paid taxes. So keep that in mind.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay. And we will move on to the consent agenda. Looking for a motion to approve the consent agenda items A and B.
So moved.
Second.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Dan, any discussion?
Heine,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Zimmerman,
Yes.
Lambert.
Yes. Next item, information items. 4 board policies on here, color in your packet. And 30 days to read them for next meeting. Any high points you want to go over, guys?
First one, instruction, and it just continues to expand the kinds of things that have to be part of a school program in Illinois. So it's pretty much a required one. Teaching about controversial issues, instruction, and I think it, again, it would be real consistent with the values here in Winthrop Harbor and how we handle the kinds of things that we're handling in schools. Using animals in the educational program instruction, and there's not much with that one. And program for gifted, and that sounds like we have to offer a gifted program, which is a good thing, but we have to offer a good gifted program if the state of Illinois funds it, which they don't. So if they did, we have to have a policy saying we would if they did, and we would if they did. That's what it is. Any questions?
All right, on to the action items. First action item is the additional 5th-6th grade split teacher. You're looking for a motion to approve hiring a 5th-6th grade split teacher.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion?
How is this going to play into what we're doing right now?
We've worked out, we've worked out where we're going to pay for it within the budget. So we're taking, I think it's like $5,000 or $6,000 out of the technology budget. We're taking money from, we had $1,500 set aside for referees that we hadn't taken up for the 6th grade. So we've got money there. But within the budget, supplies and materials, a piece here, a piece there, we got to about $18,000. It looks like it's going to cost about $20,000. So we're real close to being able to fund it with just not some textbooks that we would have bought that we won't buy. So we're able to cut back on a bunch of things and do it. We're posting 2 positions, a 5th-6th split teacher and a science position. And what happens is we could, right now Kathy McElmurray teaches science, and she teaches the 8th grade and 6th grade. Well, when we looked at the candidates, if the best candidate we had by far was the science position, we could move Kathy to that 5th-6th split. If the best candidate we had was the elementary position, like that 5th-6th split, a K-8 teacher, then we would hire there and leave Kathy in science. So we're listing 2, going to hire 1, and trying to find out where we find the best candidate.
This will alleviate the...
This will take care of the class size in 8th grade. It'll go down. What it's going to do specifically is add another, in effect, the teachers who are currently teaching some of those 5th, 6th sections are going to be available to teach 8th grade sections. We'll end up with 3 sections in 8th grade. Okay.
I have a question on that. What's the time frame you're looking at for getting this done?
We've posted it, and we would want to start it 2nd semester, so it's 2 weeks into January. Okay.
Any other questions, comments? Dan, roll please.
Leach,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Zimmerman,
Yes.
Lambert,
Yes.
Heine.
Yes.
Next item is the resolution to adopt the tax levy for 2011, which was the second one I read. You're looking for a motion to adopt the resolution.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Any discussion, questions? No? Dan, roll please.
Thompson,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Zimmerman,
Yes.
Lambert,
Yes.
Heine,
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Next item is a resolution to levy certain special taxes for CEDAW IMRF. Need a motion for that, please?
Motion?
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? Dan, please.
Young,
Yes.
Zimmerman,
Yes.
Lambert,
Yes.
Heine,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Item D, payment to Beach Park, District 3. That was the $78,000 we talked about last board meeting. Be looking for a motion to approve the payment to Beach Park.
Make a motion. I'll second.
Any discussion?
I'll explain it for the people.
Okay.
What ended up happening is over the last, and I know probably almost 10 years, was that, when was the first one? We ended up getting a property transfer from Beach Park over.
Well, it's on the real estate taxes.
Yeah, there's been 2 or 3 property transfers where property has come from Beach Park to Winthrop Harbor. And so with that property obviously comes the taxes as well. However, part of the taxes were for bond payments for buildings in Beach Park. And so when the auditor gets a report, it'll break out your taxes and it'll show yours and it'll say District 1. For some of those properties that we got from Beach Park, they still owe the property on their bond issues, and it's going to be that way until about 2019. They'll owe money. There'll be less each year, but we owe them. We collected about $20,000 of their money this year. We've been doing that for 4 years. So we owe them close to $80,000 because it's money that's come to us, but it's been for bond issues related to their buildings. And so we have to pay them that money back, and that's what the board's voting on.
But
Giving them their money.
This is strictly, we took it in.
Right.
Now we're giving it to them.
Right. Just paying them the money that's
We
theirs.
were able to keep the other parts
Yes.
of their taxes.
Yes.
Correct.
So when we annexed out to Lewis Avenue, we were only to West Broadway, and then we went out to Lewis Avenue. That was right when you came.
Well, there was one about 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, but there was another one prior to that, wasn't there? Over on the other side of Ninth?
Yeah, we did that a couple years ago.
Another sub in
Over
there?
on 13th Street.
See?
So when we took in that extra land that wasn't a Beach Park district, we were able to collect all those taxes, and we keep all that tax money
Right.
except the portion that is the bond.
Right.
So we're ahead of the game, but we've got to give them back this part of it.
We should, probably.
Well,
Keeps getting bigger. At some point, it'd be a big enough number, and then come looking for it.
but it was a big gain to us.
Right.
overall. So, okay, so that's what that,
Yep.
that's, okay, what that means. Okay, that's clear.
Anything else? Dan, can you call roll, please?
Zimmerman,
Yes.
Lambert,
Yes.
Heine,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Item E, flexible benefit plan document. We're looking for a motion to approve the flexible benefit plan document.
Do we have this now? Do we have this now?
We've had the flexible, we haven't had a plan, and this company we're working with is putting one together for us for free. So then we'll have it formalized is all.
So this is just, I mean, this is of no cost to us,
Nothing.
right? So this just enables our people to have a plan they can use.
We've had a plan, we just never had a plan document. and
Okay.
They put it together for
Okay,
us.
so I thought we'd had it, okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. I would make a motion to adopt the flexible benefit plan.
I'll second. Any other discussion? Dan, roll please.
Lambert,
Yes.
Heine,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
And the Friday phone call.
The things entered, you've already voted on, really, specifically the 5th, 6th grade teacher, and you're going to deal with the board member vacancy, so that's all pretty much there is.
The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into closed session, discuss a few things. We could be in there a while, we might not be in there a while. There will be decisions made when we come out, as stated on the agenda. Everybody's welcome to make themselves comfortable and wait for us to come out to see what goes on there. Otherwise, we'll be back as soon as we
I
can.
have a quick question. I'm sure I know every district in this country has this problem, but I mean, since everyone's hurting nowadays, every school district's hurting, I'm wondering what's being done regarding the many students who don't even live in our district and they're using other addresses. I mean, you can see the Wisconsin license plates that come in here and you watch them go over the border. We all know there's Zion kids using grandma and grandpa's address. And I know we all have to sign a little thing saying at any time the school can come and check to make sure we really live there, but I mean, knowing that there's money, I'm wondering if anything's being done to ensure that out-of-district kids are not in here and we're paying for them, which is hurting the kids that we do have that are in district.
Whenever people make us aware of it, we pursue them and we have them leave. We hold hearings and then make them leave if they're not here
So really, we came
legally.
with you with a list of people that we see.
You
that
gave us a
would- you
list
would
of people,
act on
we
it.
continue to pursue
Okay.
them. We sure do. And we've pursued them this year and we did last year. Right now, one of the biggest groups that would appear not to be able to live here but really can are homeless families. And homeless families, we have homeless children that live in the district. And those typically, you can be living in Zion, but if you were a Winthrop Harbor resident and became homeless and moved in with your parents in Zion, then you're homeless and you get to stay here. So those are the ones that really are here that appear to be illegal that we're aware of. But any of them, boy, I appreciate knowing any if you get them for us. And we pursue them.
Okay. Next, I'll be looking for a motion to go into closed session to discuss the employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the district. For the district, collective negotiation matters, and the selection of a person to fill public office, including a vacancy in public office when the district is given power to appoint under law or ordinance.
Make a motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
Heine,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Zimmerman, Lambert.
Yes.
And if somebody does make this known to us, we won't use that name. No, but I'm just saying,
No,
I don't,
I
but I don't have any trouble.
Okay, I'll be looking for a motion to come out of executive session. Dan, roll please.
Heine,
Yes.
Leach,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Zimmerman, Lambert.
Yes. Okay, those of you that are here that applied for the board position, we will be holding a special board meeting on January 3rd, starting at 6 p.m. Dan will contact you to set up times for you guys to come in. We'll do like 20-minute blocks for interviews. And then at that time, should be making our decision after the interviews are over with. So January 3rd, 6 p.m. will be the first block, but Dan's going to contact each and every one of you to set up times, okay? So we have 2 items left to go over. First one, I'm looking for a motion to terminate the contract with School Exec Connect and Superintendent Search.
Second.
Any discussion? Dan, can you call roll, please?
Leach.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
Lambert.
Yes.
Tiny.
Yes.
Next item would be I'm looking for a motion for a 1-year extension for the superintendent's contract.
So moved?
I'll second.
This is at the
Existing rate, everything's a pass-through.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Dan, can you call roll, please?
Thompson.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
Lambert.
Yes.
Tiny.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Okay, and the last item is a motion for adjournment.
Make motion.
Dan, roll please.
Tiny.
Yes.
Leach.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
Lambert.
Yes. Evaluation? You change, I know you don't have it.
Yeah.
You did.